I couldn't think of anything better that I can do maybe in my life that would top last year. This is the best year of my life. I mean, I spent like a month and a half there, I think, total. And everybody was always like, yeah, like go back, there's no problem with cops, like you just do whatever. And I think that's a total lie. Like we got busted quite a bit, you know, and it's like, for sure they're more relaxed there, and like I think that's why everybody goes there. There's snow, it's mellow, and there's tons of rails, but for sure the cops were out, and they were like, hey, don't do that anymore. We don't want to see you back here. And that's it. That was like not even a stop. It was just nuts. Hey, welcome to the ozone. It was really cool, like with the montage stuff in the movie, because we got to shoot with other riders just beyond like our 9 main guys. And it's just cool the way all the riders, like the whole season, and they would just feed off each other. And I think it happens a lot, like in snowboarding, you know, it's just kids feed off each other, and the whole season was like that. The scariest time of the season was when Lucas crashed at Red Mountain down that cliff. He was gonna try and cut right above the cliff, above like the big drop, and there was like this like little tranny on the right. And so when he went to cut right, there was like this like shark fin rock that was only under like an inch of snow that we couldn't see. Lands and just starts screaming. At that point, like we realized, you know, you could feel his toes and everything, but we didn't want to move him because, you know, I've heard stories people break their backs, and then that's when the vertebrae cuts the nerve. Took him down to the hospital, and they did tests on him for a while, and then he ended up walking out of the hospital, like, you know, at the end of the night, like, it was just gnarly. My last big filming mission for the season was when we drove up to Washington, and we did the backcountry up there. Drove up there, etc., snowmobiling, giving her, building jumps, doubling people. On the way out, like the last hill climb out, Corey's snowmobile blew up, freaking bigger than a golf ball size hole in the engine, just blew out. We're like, dude, how are we gonna get this thing out of here? So the only way we could get out was by putting a snowboard under the track, slowly pulling it up, and then everybody else was pushing a snowmobile up a hill. Now, like looking back, good times outweighed the bad. Things like that is like what made this season so, at least memorable to me, like stuff that I'll never forget. You know, the tricks are insane and all that, but I think even the riders, I think, hopefully would agree on just stories like that are like what makes the season, like, you know, this season.